Okay, good morning and welcome to Iyun Mishna. Today we're going to deal with the end of Perek Ches, the last Mishnah. Perek Ches Mishnah and Aleph. We'll talk about a bathhouse, a spa, right? You want to use straw and stubble or any shemen, let's say oil, that would fuel the fire to heat up the merachats. Completely mutter to use that in merachats. Why? So the reason I explained is because it's called Hanas, called Gufo. Um, the Gemara in Beitza talks about if you heat up water for Panav Yod of Raglav, right? If I heat up water on Yom Tov, if I heat up water for a bath, let's say, so that's considered something that's Hanas Kal Gufo, that's like eating and drinking. Taking a nice warm bath, going into a jacuzzi, is the same thing as eating and drinking. It's the same thing as Tashmish Hamita, Bia, these type of things, which are your whole body enjoys them, and it's worthwhile during your sabbatical to use Sheviis. This helps you relax, trying to go into a jacuzzi. But if it also has sense, right? It's expensive. You're burning not just regular wood. You're burning things that smell good also, and that's included. You can't use that. You can't use that Sheviis because the reason I explain is that davar she'eno shava l'chol nefesh. Only rich people enjoy that. Like the Gemara in Ksuvo says, I'm basically just explaining in more in depth what I said in the main shir. The Gemara in Ksuvos in the Avzayim and Aleph says that even though normally you're allowed to do havara, you're allowed to burn things on Yom Tov, you're allowed to take a flame and put it somewhere else or make the flame grow bigger. You can't burn incense, which basically incense is a type of makes something smell very good, a room smell very good. You know, we had a lot of flowers we got for Shavuos. There were too many to put on the table, so we put them in the kitchen. And really, when you were going in the kitchen, you felt like you were walking to a flower store. Some people didn't like the smell. Some people did like the smell. And it's interesting that you go into a flower store, you ask how many people, do you enjoy walking into a flower store? You know, I think people, if they enjoy walking into a place where they sell colognes and perfumes, they would enjoy it. But you go into a flower store, most people wouldn't enjoy the smell of flowers. It's an interesting smell, but it's not enjoyable for everybody. Luxurious people who have high class people, that they're real ashirim, meaning they really don't enjoy the world. They have a different set of enjoyment. They can enjoy, they're funakim, they're luxurious people. They enjoy a flower store. They go walk into a flower store, it smells good, but only for the right people who have the right taste. You have to develop that taste. You know, fine wines, fine cigars. These are things only really rich people can enjoy, luxurious people can enjoy. And so therefore, that's not a davar shava l'chol nefesh. And the Gemara says, therefore, on Yom Tov, you can't do avara with mugmar, with incense, because only luxurious people enjoy it, and therefore it's not something which is an enjoyment for everybody. And that's part of a sabbatical, is enjoying things that are not just wants. I mean, not just things that are enjoyable to luxurious people, but things that are actually. It has to be. It could be also a want of yours. It could be a special car, but it also has to be a car. It has to be something a need. Food. It has to be a staple of your diet. If it's a food, right? The Gemara says a sfi as opposed to a mugmar. If you trap a deer, right? Deer meat is. I never tasted deer meat, but apparently it's very expensive. Venison, it's called. It's like lamb chops. You know, only people with really an adept taste who know the difference between a medium rare steak and a well done steak will enjoy it. But the Gemara says that you could shecht on Yom Tov, because even though it's not everyone, it's luxurious taste, but it's davar hasor l'chol nefesh, because not only is it a want, right? You enjoy the meat, but it's a need. Eating food, eating meat will fill you up. So even the poor person can enjoy the meat to a certain extent. Every poor person would enjoy a steak. Not to the same extent that a rich person, a luxurious person would enjoy it, but he would enjoy it. It's soror l'chol nefesh. It's an enjoyment had by everybody, and that's part of the sabbatical. During a sabbatical, it has to be something, not just a luxurious, nice addition. It has to be not just a want, but it has to be a need also. When you put the incense over there, even though the rich people might enjoy that, but it's not fulfilling a need. And in order for it to be something which you're allowed to use during sabbatical, it has to be inclusive of a need and a want. That would be the explanation in this Mishnah. I hope you enjoyed today's share. See you tomorrow.